I decided I would do a little update video on my last IVF. So it was the second transfer, and my blood test isn't until Monday, and today we're Saturday. So this cycle I found I didn't have any sort of symptoms really at all. The last transfer I noticed I had cramping, I was really tired. I think that's about it really. It wasn't anything huge, but it was definitely cramping and really tired where I was taking naps almost every afternoon. And then as we know, the blood test was positive, but I could never get a positive on a home pregnancy test. And my HCG pregnancy hormone level was just so low that it wasn't a viable pregnancy, and it was just a chemical pregnancy. So I just wanted to lay down kind of the background so that people who maybe haven't watched my other videos will kind of be up to date on what's happened now. So that was my second transfer. Blood test is on Monday, and I hadn't had any sort of symptoms at all this time. So I actually have been the opposite of tired. Usually I'm kind of always a tired person anyways, but I find that I've been almost kind of wired at night, and I haven't been able to fall asleep or relax. And it's not because I've been overthinking it or thinking about it. I actually haven't been thinking about it at all, and I was doing really well. So that was kind of that, zero symptoms, zero cramping. But I would say that in the middle of last week, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, I was getting nauseous after supper, which if you read up on it, it says that it's a reaction to the progesterone injections, and it can't be a pregnancy symptom because it would just be way too soon. So kind of ignored that, wasn't paying attention to it. So yesterday was Friday, and I noticed I was nauseous after lunch and then all day until I went to bed. I kind of was in a little bit of a funk. That always happens, like when you have 2 days left and then your blood test, I'll do really well, and then I'll just kind of get a little bit crazy, and it got to me. I was sitting at home, and it was all I could think about. I was so nauseous. I felt so sick. I didn't know why. So I just decided to grab Annika, and we would go to the dollar store. You can probably hear her singing, and you can also probably hear I closed the window, but everyone's mowing their lawn right now because we're having a little bit of nice weather. So if you can hear Annika singing, she's in the living room singing away. So anyways, so went to the dollar store, got her some goodies, and I decided I would get just 3 or 4 of the cheap pregnancy tests. I have probably spent like $1,000 on home pregnancy tests since I have been going through all these treatments and trying to get pregnant. So I just had the idea that I would just go get some cheap ones, because I knew if I couldn't control my crazy, and if I really, really wanted to pee on a stick, I could just take one of those cheap ones and it would just kind of scratch my itch. And that was the only thing it was for. It was literally just to occupy me. I was only planning on I bought a digital first response as well, but I was planning on taking that on Sunday, so the day before my blood test, which is very reasonable and totally fine. So that was kind of the plan, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll just use these cheap ones in the meantime, just to tie me over. So I got home, and I had to go pee, so I was like, I'll just take a test. And I was only 8 days past my 3-day transfer. I would think it would be too soon to see anything anyways, but like I said, it was really only to occupy me, and I've never used one of those, I wish, big tip here for anybody going through IVF or anything like that, definitely go buy the dollar store pregnancy test. There's 2 kinds, but there is kind of an earlier response option, and it was so good. I really wish that I had just been doing that all along, and I could have saved a ton of money. So I always figured, well, they're probably not sensitive, or they're probably not good, and I have to buy first response. Like, absolutely not. If you're doing IVF, stock up from the dollar store. Because even buying them in bulk from Costco it's not cheap either. So definitely the dollar store if you're going to be using them, and if you get all crazy like I do, then definitely buy them from the dollar store. So long story short, I decided to pee on one. And usually when I have to test, or I'm going to test, I get really nervous. I absolutely hate looking because I've just seen so much negative, 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 no, no, no. And yeah, it just gets overwhelming and I don't like doing it, yet you can't help it because you want to do it. It's like this horrible thing that you'll fight with in your head. And I know I'm not the only one. This happens to like everybody who's doing this. So I took the test and I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to see if I can zoom you in. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell on here. So the whole thing was like a big dark cloud until it finally settled, and then you can see the strong line here. And then I definitely saw it's over here. I don't know if you're going to be able to pick it up. But there's a definite line there. There's a second line. Zoom you back out. And I thought, oh my God, is that a line? Is that a second line? And I called my sister and she's like, I don't know. And I'm like, no, like it's clear as day. I'm looking at it. And I kept taking pictures and sending it to her. And then we FaceTimed. And really where I was sitting on the couch taking photos, it like I didn't even have the light on in there. So as soon as I went into light and took a better picture, yeah, you can definitely see that there's two lines there. You cannot miss that. And I was kind of freaking out because I knew exactly kind of what that meant. And you know, last time I didn't have a strong enough HCG to even get any sort of a read on a pregnancy test. So obviously my HCG is high and fingers crossed doubling every day. So I decided to take out my First Response Digital and just see. So I'll zoom you into here, but I think you can already see what that says. I hope it's focusing for you guys. If it's not, I apologize, but you can see the positive and it says yes. So we are pregnant and that's all I have to say. I don't know what else to say. We're super excited. It's like completely surreal to me, but every morning that I wake up and I feel sick and I feel nauseous, I'm just so happy because we were really, this past time particularly, just really backed up into a corner and you handle whatever's thrown at you when you're doing this, but it was just getting so expensive and so hard to do. So we're just so happy that our journey is over, knock on wood. Of course, it's early and anything can happen, but I tend to view it more positively and I'm just so happy and I'm so excited and I feel incredibly blessed and I'm just so excited. I really thought I would never get to feel like a baby kicking inside of me or, you know, moving inside of me, and it's just the best thing in the entire world. And y'all know how much I love being a mom and I'm just so super excited about it. So yeah, fingers crossed everything goes well. I think it will, and I think I've finally arrived. I finally got, you know, the positive test and I haven't had that since Annika. So really super excited, and we'll be going for my blood test on Monday. So for anybody watching this, so that day actually I was really searching. I must have watched almost every YouTube video. I kept searching 3-day transfer because I wanted to hear from girls that had a 3-day transfer like I did, opposed to a 5. So if you're a girl and you did a 3-day transfer, then I would pick up some dollar store tests, and I didn't think you could read anything from 8 days after, but apparently you can. So I mean, no harm at that point, as long as, you know, as you're calm, because even if it's negative, it could still be positive when you do your blood test. So, and for anybody who has other people in their lives going through this, I would just say to just keep encouraging them. Maybe only ask about it when they bring it up, and just let them know that anytime they want to talk about it, that you're there. And luckily I had lots of people around me and friends and family to support me. So yeah, I'm happy that I could share it all. And I just hope that somebody else can benefit from it as well. And it was just something that I couldn't hide. I really couldn't hide it. I had to really, everybody around me knew it, because I was always going to doctor's appointments about 2 times a week, having to reschedule clients and move meetings. And I mean, you have to be honest about it. It's the best way, especially since you don't know how long it's going to last. I wasn't about to make something up. So I just feel like it was public from the start. And then, you know, the whole thing with YouTube, I just figured why not, right? If I can help strangers that I don't even know in their journey, or just something, you know, to listen to or search, you know what I mean? You get it. I won't ramble on. I'm like rambling because I just don't even know what to say. I'm just so happy. So anyways, I'm going to be doing a video this week on, I picked up just a few cute summer essentials that I want to share with you guys. So I'll be doing that video in a few days. So stay tuned and thanks for watching. Bye.